Let me ask you something. What would happen if you stepped away from your business for 30 days? Would it run just the same or even better? Or would it actually fall apart? Because most business owners don't realize they've built a system that's completely dependent on them. It's not scalable, it's not transferable, and because it's not transferable, that means it is not sellable. And the worst part about this is that they think they have systems when in reality, they just have a bunch of to-do lists stapled together and they call it a strategy. But in reality, a true operating system makes your business predictable, repeatable, and independent of you. And until that's in place, you don't really own a business. You own a job with a title. So a scalable operating system isn't just a set of tools or checklists. It's the way your business runs when you're not there. It's how decisions get made. It's how tasks get done, and how results stay consistent with or without you being involved in the day-to-day tasks. So here's what I see that most business owners get wrong. They think their business is systemized because they have some SOPs in place, a project management tool, and a few automations. But every day, someone in your company still has to come to you and ask what to do next. Every bottleneck still leads back to you, the business owner. And the moment you disappear, or you walk away, or you go take a vacation, so does the momentum in your business. The momentum also goes and takes a vacation. Last week, I talked a little bit about the entrepreneur roller coaster, where you yourself, you're working really hard, you're pushing the company forward, and you're pushing everybody so hard, your revenue starts going up. But the second you slow down because you get burned out, or you get tired, or something happens where you go on vacation, well, guess what? Like I said, your revenue, everything that you're just pushing for also goes back down because you and your effort started to drop because you no longer have the energy to keep pushing, at 110%. So if that ever happened to you, if the minute you walk away, all the momentum stops, you don't have a scalable operating system in your business yet. So this is what it truly is. An operating system is the infrastructure of your business. It defines, one, how work flows, how decisions get made, who owns what, so who's in charge of what gets tracked and measured. Well, again, we talked about actually tracking the metrics that truly matter. And most importantly, how results are replicated at scale. A scalable operating system is not simply a fancy software tool. It's not just a loose collection of docs in your Google Drive, or like I said, just a bunch of SOPs stapled together. And it's not you just yelling to get things done to your team 10 times a day. That is not what an operating system is. But what it is, it's a clear, consistent way of operating that anyone on your team can follow. It's a rhythm of communication and accountability and feedback. It's a flow back and forth, back and forth. It constantly keeps going. And it's a set of tools and rituals that allow the business to grow even if you don't show up to work that day. So here's something I often see. You think you can scale just by hiring more people. But that often doesn't work because if you have a chaotic system, a chaotic process, bringing in more people just multiplies the chaos because more and more people won't know what to do next or how to get things done within the company. So you don't scale by hiring more people. You scale by installing systems that allow the people you already have to perform at scale without needing you as the source of every answer. This will literally allow you to be able to step back because the systems is a form of delegation of making decisions. So you no longer have to make the decisions. The business no longer has to be 100% reliant on you. So when you get this right, and when you put a scalable operating system in place, your team becomes autonomous and accountable. Projects move without your input. New hires onboard faster and perform better. Customers get a consistent experience. Far too often, we rely on our memory to do our customer follow-up or any part of our processes. We rely on our memory, and some customers get a good experience, and some people just fall through the cracks and never hear from us again. So it's a consistent experience all throughout your customer journey, all throughout your sales process, all throughout you growing from $1 million a year to $10 million a year. Whatever your next milestone is a process to get you there where everything flows through, everything flows easier, and everything stays, not necessarily stays the same, but is consistent throughout the growth. And finally, when you get this right, you finally get to own the business instead of operating it. There's a huge difference between being a business owner and being a business operator. The operator is in the day-to-day weeds of the business. The owner knows that the business itself is the product, and that's what they look at, and that's what they focus on, how to grow that product, that business. They no longer look at the products and the services you sell. They start looking at the business as a whole. That's when you know that you've become a real business owner. You stop working in the day-to-day, in the operations, and you start looking at the bigger picture. All right? So, a few things for you to do today to help you start implementing a real operating system. Okay? The first thing you should do is document the 5 core processes that drive your business. So we're talking sales, delivery, fulfillment, support, reporting, whatever it may be. The 5 core processes that drive your business forward. You cannot operate with these 5. Everything has to go through these 5 no matter what. Okay? Find the real 5 that matter. 2, assign ownership. Every process that you're going to be documenting needs a name next to it, and that name cannot be yours. If you're going to do this, you have to do this the right way and put a system in place that doesn't rely on you. There's something called, I'm not going to tell you the name of it, but what I'd like you to do right now is draw out your org chart. Draw out, with all the departments and whatever you want to call them, find out who's in charge of everything on the org chart. Your sales, your marketing, your delivery, operations, strategy, whatever it may be. And find out who makes the final decision in that area. And draw it out and write your name wherever it might land. When you do this, and you do this honestly, you're going to realize something, that your name probably falls in that chart in several places. That's why this exercise is called the UU chart. Because usually when you do this, you're going to find that you have your name in several places. Well, that's not how you build an operating system, and that's not how you build a scalable business. You need to assign other people ownership over every single process in your business. You cannot have your name tied to everything in your business anymore. This is not going to be an overnight thing. This is going to be an ongoing process. So I would suggest that wherever you have your name now on your org chart, slowly start moving yourself off of it and training people that are underneath you, that are in your organization, that are your employees. Start training them to take over that specific department or that task, whatever it may be, and start assigning ownership to other people. All right. Number 3, create a weekly cadence of accountability. So what are this going to be? It's going to be, team huddles. Is it going to be review meetings on a weekly basis? Is it going to be just dashboards where everybody could see what's going on at the exact same time? So pick a cadence. It could be every week. It could be daily in the beginning if you want. It could be quarterly, bi-weekly, whatever it might be. But pick a cadence that you and your people are going to stay accountable to so you could get this done, and you could get this done the right way. All right. Number 4, I want you to standardize how work gets done in your business. So use simple tools like checklists, and create some Bloom videos. There's also some softwares out there that help you document your processes and your SOPs by recording your screen as you are going through the process itself, and it'll document it all for you. Like once you press start, you start doing whatever you're supposed to do, and it will track it along the way in a video format. So if that's something that you're interested, I would be just looking into that as well. So standardize how work gets done and what they have to do at every single process and every single stage of the customer journey. All right. And then the fifth thing you should do is focus on consistency over complexity. A good system is one that people can actually follow without you babysitting them. This should not be rocket science. This should be as simple as possible, that anybody can simply open the book, if that's what it's going to be, or open the videos, and every single thing will be there. They do not need to ask questions, and they do not need to bother you or bug you for any reason, because it is so well documented and so simple, even a caveman can do it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just said it. All right. Lastly, if your business needs you to operate it, that means it can't scale, because you are the main bottleneck in the business, and it cannot expand past your ability to take on the work. Your business will literally be limited by your schedule and your energy. And that is something that is not scalable, because you only have 24 hours a day. And if everything has to go through you, your business will be capped at those 24 hours. I have this motto that says, run it like you're going to sell it. Run your business like you're going to sell it. And the main reason I say this is because you can't sell a job. So you need to run your business not like it's your job, but like you're going to sell it. And in order to sell it, it has to be transferable. Okay. Putting in the right operating systems helps your business become transferable. Another business owner can step in, and it will continue to run without you being there anymore. And if you could build a business that runs without you being there, that means somebody could buy your business and just step in and not have to worry about anything else. Your valuation will go up, and you will get more people interested in buying your company, just in case you ever decide to sell one day or you want to retire. It's good to have a transferable value. If your business relies on you, that is a job, and it's not transferable. It has no value. Okay. System scale, habits done. All right. So if you got some value from this video, please just like it, share it with a friend, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be here 6 days a week, giving you some free value just like this, little tips and tricks here and there to help you build the business that you've always dreamt about. And I know that means it's a business that does not rely 100% on you. All right. So until tomorrow, I'll see you there.